What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Duke and Don Reacts. Today, we got a special show to share with you today. As you guys know, my name is Duke.
And I'm Don. And today, we actually got news that Onlyfans is going away.
Oh, shit. Here's the thing. Are we surprised about this? Are we honestly surprised?
Okay, not gonna lie, though, I am. Because I didn't think this was going to go away so soon.
No?
No. Because OnlyFans, when did OnlyFans come out? Do you know?
Honestly, it might have been around for a while. But that thing is, it probably didn't make headlines till... I didn't really find out about it till the pandemic, to be honest with you. Like, that's what I really...
I wonder why that is.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's the thing. Everyone was talking about OnlyFans. And that's when everyone was trying to start. I'm like, what the fuck is this OnlyFans thing, bro? Because that's the thing. Like, I thought like before OnlyFans, pornography for me was Snapchat. Because that's where like bitches would Snapchat you shit.
There's actual pornography on the internet. Like,
I know, but like I'm talking about in terms of, okay, what OnlyFans has to offer and some of the talking to bitches and whatnot. Yeah. Like to me, that was like Snapchat. Why? So I would go in, you see girl stories, you interact with girls will send you news and you talk. But these are girls like I kind of knew already, and some of them like I knew of, or
so it was more intimate.
It was more intimate. You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't paying for the box. You know what I'm saying? But like in this case, like when the pandemic happened, and like most of all the bitches I knew that were local, they were all like all of a sudden Snapchats were changing, add me to your OnlyFans and all this nonsense, and I'm sitting there like
it was some dudes. It was some dudes going on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and then some guys would send me stuff. We're like, oh, yo, you gotta check out this chick, bro. Like, I'm like, what is this? What is this? And then it's like, that's when I realized, oh shit, okay, this is what it is. Like, and then it became a big thing over the whole like pandemic and whatnot. And everyone's talking about, oh, you know, I'm feeling broke right now. I'm just gonna start an OnlyFans. I want to make some money. This is a quick come up. But what you got?
I got this article right now. We're gonna post it on screen for y'all, but I'm reading it from my phone right now. So, listen to this. OnlyFans is banning the one thing most users go to the site for.
What is that?
Pornography. like they're not. Nigga, don't die.
This is funny because we all knew this from the get-go, bruh. All right, when all y'all motherfuckers out there were, look, OnlyFans isn't all about just
it's the bag. I'm chasing the bag.
I'm chasing the bag, and you know what? It's not always about porn. Well, guess the fuck what, motherfuckers? The whole reason they're stopping this nonsense in the first place is
straight because of porn. It says it right here. I'm gonna link the actual article on this video, by the way, but I'm gonna keep on reading. So the UK-based content subscription service said Thursday it will no longer allow sexually explicit content as of October 1st. So y'all mark your calendars, by the way.
October 1st. That's damn near before Halloween, bro. What are all these bitches with costumes gonna do?
Oh, damn. That's a really good point.
Bro, Halloween is when like the thought really comes out, bro. I'm telling you. That gives even the regular bitches, it gives them excuses to dress up. And hey, look.
The thought comes out.
Let's just be real, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Halloween is the right time to either feel sexy for your man or for some of you ladies out there to feel sexy for thousands of men. But we all know the fact that they're closing this bitch right before then. Oh my fucking god! Talk about the fucking winner Kevin Samuels is talking about. None of y'all bitches making money now.
Yo, straight up though, if you're using OnlyFans for making money, because I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels even talked about y'all gotta save some money for a rainy day.
Didn't he do that on Fresh and Fit and the roommates when they were on together? And they were on with a bunch of girls.
Nigga, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because they were talking about, hey guys, what? Because he was talking to that stuck-up OnlyFans girl, right?
Oh yeah.
And you remember that? And then that clip went viral. Yeah. And she was like, "What are you gonna do when all the OnlyFans money gonna go? Oh, it's never gonna go away. Because how's it gonna go away?
It's going away.
It's only been around for 10 years. How's it gonna go away? You know? You remember that? You remember that video? Oh, we should. Oh, yeah. Because guess what? That not months later after that shit was made. Look at where we are now. God damn.
You know, you make your bed, you gotta lie on it. So however you make your bed is how you're gonna lie on it. If you invested in OnlyFans and you think that's a legit way to make money, well, here you go. Hopefully you were making money without using pornography or adult content.
So I got a question, Don. All right. So why do you think most girls go into stuff like this, like the OnlyFans? Like, what do you think is the biggest motivator for that?
Easy ass money.
Yeah.
Straight. I mean, it's easy money, and I don't blame them, because some people do have it hard. Some people kind of like grew up in a rough neighborhood. They like didn't have any other options, so they think this is the only way they can make money. And I get that. I really do. But the problem is you gotta know that this is not permanent. You know, like at some point your looks are gonna fade.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna be as perky as you once was, if you know what I mean. You're not gonna be as empowered as you once was. So.
You know what I think too, because I agree with that on that point, but I don't think it's like they think it's the only way to make money. I think it's the
easiest.
The easiest, yeah, that's right, that's right.
I
think they think it's the easiest, but it's the other way than that, because I don't think what most of you ladies don't understand, OnlyFans is probably most of the hardest thing that most of you guys can ever get into. I think the reason why a lot of girls think it's easy is because they think because social media part of it. A lot of these social media apps, a lot of these guys can slide into the DMs, so they think all these simps are going to be out there, so they're hitting me up in my DMs. If I just start an OnlyFans, well, I can turn these paying these simps hitting me up into paying simps, so they think it's going to be that easy. What a lot of you bros don't understand is when you get into this game, like OnlyFans, you have to promote a product, right? And that's the thing that you guys hate to admit.
You're the product.
You are the product.
You are the product.
So you got to figure out, like a fucking business, how to market yourself. I've talked to a lot of girls who do OnlyFans, and here's the main thing that they talk about when they drop out of it, right? The one thing is, they don't understand how to promote themselves, because the biggest thing is they don't want to promote it on the pages that like niggas already know. Like, I know who you are, right? So they have to try to find back end routes to do it that aren't as successful, right? And on top of that, the other way is they don't understand that they have to figure out how to market themselves. And on top of that, when they market themselves, the things that they do, they have to keep it up, and they have to keep it going. They have to keep it going, because guess what? The people who are on those apps, you gotta feel an appetite, and that appetite only grows the more shit you do. And a lot of these girls get worn out.
Yeah.
And they don't understand the other side to it.
You wanna know the scary part though? The scary part?
Yeah.
Girls keep this shit in the low key.
That's facts.
All right, I knew this girl who started doing OnlyFans when the pandemic hit, and she made a whole new Facebook account. And then on that Facebook account is like, add me on OnlyFans. So on that Facebook account was, I don't know if you've gotten this friend request from girls who are like literally nude as their profile picture. They send that, and then on the little description shit they say, oh, add me on OnlyFans. And I knew this girl.
I always thought those were Indian scammers.
I mean, honestly, some of them are.
Yeah, because like some of them, like all of a sudden, like not like you watch them, like, and then not a day later, the fucking profile image changed to some like Indian kid, and like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Yo, like, who is this,
bro? That's a whole different kind of scam, man.
Like, I'm just like, what is going on? Hey, what is this? Why I like when I see those, I'm just like, I don't want to, like, nah.
No, this is. I feel a lot of girls are low key embarrassed about this shit, so they keep it on the low key.
Yeah.
So they only tell people, like, they kind of spread it out, because I didn't see this thing by chance. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I saw a recommendation, a friend suggestion of this person. I was like, wait, isn't this the same chick? Because like what she did was she cut off her the picture, cut off her face, like a little bit right down here, so you could see shit down here, but you didn't know it was her.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is the same Snapchat, because you're like, add me on Snapchat, add me on OnlyFans. I'm like, this is the same Snapchat.
Yeah.
So a lot of girls are embarrassed about OnlyFans until they get big.
Yeah, they are embarrassed of it, but it's not for most of them. It's not for selfless reasons. Like, oh, well, I don't want the community's gonna look at me weird and whatnot. Fuck that shit. You got moms who were formerly teachers who are doing this shit on OnlyFans. They don't give a fuck, okay? Because now they're making $45,000, $55,000, $100,000 a month. Some of these bras.
Well, right? They're not gonna be
exactly. Not anymore. But here's the thing. The thing is that a lot of these girls, especially if they're just starting out, they want to get into that. They want to avoid getting their personal stuff in, like, because that goes to the point. What if you don't make it? What if you do that? It's the social stigma. So the game they're trying to play is put one foot in and the other foot out. And we got to understand it. You're testing the waters. You can't do that, because here's the thing: you're not gonna be 100% successful in that. It's just like any business you decide to get yourself into. You have to go 110%. Meaning, if you want to make it big, you got to get your face plastered all over the place so people can tell who you are. And on top of that, you got to come at it from an angle. Now, this case, it doesn't fucking matter, because it seems like that shit's going away.
No, it is. Yo, I mean, okay, by the way, guys, this is the first time I'm reading this fully. I just saw a clip and I figured we'd react to it. Oh, God. So let me just keep this up. Let me just keep reading this. So it says, OnlyFans said Thursday it would allow certain posts containing nudity as long as it adheres to its acceptable use policy.
You see what that's probably like a nipple. You see like one nipple. You see two nipples. That's too many. You're a community guideline strike. Guideline strike right now.
But no, dude, you actually got to think about it. Okay, so they're allowing people.
No box though.
I'm sure no box.
Hell no, no box.
But here's the thing: they're allowing people to show nudity, as long as it adheres to their rules. But the thing is,
what does that even mean?
Exactly, they can make their rules because we gotta admit, OnlyFans benefited from the adult content.
Oh yeah,
they got big off the adult content.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to write that off completely because that's a strategy for them to grow their audience. That's how they're making so much money. Yeah. So them saying this, meaning that, and because here's something you guys probably don't know when it comes to business agreements, you can usually change these policies whenever you want. Whenever the business wants, they can change it. When you sign up for a lot of because when you sign up for a lot of these online softwares or apps, whatever, they tell you right in the fine print that they can change these things without telling you. They'll send you an email, but they won't really give you the details. So it means they can probably change this back to being able to accept pornography, because we don't know what's the amount of nudity they're gonna allow.
And that's
is it one nipple? Is it two nipple? Is it three nipples? 4 nipples? 5?
And I think that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem with it because I think these banks and all these other outside entities understand that how these terms and conditions things really work. It's like, hey, we're not sure if this is going to be, because we understand this is a huge part of your business, and not to mention, look, OnlyFans is synonymous with adult content at that point. That's the name. So realistically, here they not only are they run into that kind of issue, they're also running into the branding issue too as well, because it's not going to be something that, as you're trying to mold out of this adult kind of content, you're going to really get out of it fully, because then people who decide to get into it for I just want to play my guitar on OnlyFans. Well, guess what? You know what? You're gonna have to explain to a bunch of people when you tell them, hey, find me on OnlyFans, that it's not you're not doing porno or getting banged by 20 people. Here's the thing. All right. What OnlyFans is doing, I understand it, because I've been in businesses before that wouldn't be accepted by banks. For instance, I used to do stuff with debt management and credit repair, right? Good luck trying to find a bank working with you on that, because all of a sudden they think that credit repair or debt management, some of that stuff, they synonymize that with scam or fraudulent kind of things. So banks don't want to deal with that. And what's also on top of that list is adult content. They do not fuck with pornography at all in terms of payment transactions, finding places to store your money. So OnlyFans right now is in a pinch because they want to be in a position where they want to get a lot of money, but they're restricted from getting into these app stores and app phones and stuff like that because of other companies' content. So they're limited in terms of growth. This is why they're trying to make that change. But you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth.
I actually do think they're trying to actually keep themselves safe. I'm sure they don't allow sex, because that's straight up, that's adult content. Once you get into sex, it's adult content. But they can allow nudity.
That's right. People do.
And then nudity can come in different ways. It can be somewhat sexual. It can be really sexual. Like, you don't have to be having sex on camera for it to be pornography.
First, YouTube kind of allows certain types of nudity. I've seen like breastfeeding videos. That's technically nudity.
That's really up for YouTube to decide. It's depends, because what if the kid's mouth is on the nipple?
That's true.
Is that still nudity?
But I think they will classify as long as they think it's educational.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that.
So do you think that OnlyFans is going to try to play that game?
I don't think they're trying to play that game. Right now, I think they don't know what exactly is going to be profitable for them. So what they're trying to do is try and move forward business-wise, but also keep their back door open just in case they need to go back.
But they can't do that. And this is what happens when you build your mountain or your foundation off of a mountain off a rocky foundation, man. Because this is the kind of stuff that happens. You are known. This is why branding is so important. This is what you're known for. You can't get away from it. And guess what, OnlyFans? This is a need that's here to stay. Like, real talk. I think they're going to make way more money doing this than anything else.
I never knew why OnlyFans became popular when there's free porn on the internet. I can
tell you what. Go ahead.
No, because I just don't. Because I know a lot of people are into OnlyFans, and I've never used it personally. Because, bruh, if you want to watch porn, there's literally free porn sites online. Like, straight up search porn.
It's much more than that.
Okay, some guy told me that a lot of people like interacting with the.
There you go.
But isn't there like cam girls for that shit.
That's what those cam stuff try to mimic. But the reason why like OnlyFans kind of just set the standard for that stuff is because it gave a lot of the, you know how they the red pill spaces, they try to throw out the spaces like the facts that 80% of men aren't getting laid and 20% of them are getting laid. What essentially happens is those 80% of guys, and the whole reason why OnlyFans is blown up in the first place or blew up in the first place, this is the avenue for them to be able to go ahead and get access to that kind of female experience, and not just watching porn and watching people who you're not really connected to have sex or anything like that, but you're watching someone who you've sent messages to, albeit you've paid for it and all these different things. You've sent messages to, they've interacted you back and forth, and based off of that, you didn't run the risk of being rejected by this girl, right? So it's almost like approaching them without having to like run the risk of rejection because you're paying them for that time. So the interaction is fake, but they're getting that almost girlfriend experience is what I like to get it from that. And the best freaking part about it, you get to tell your girlfriend to bang dudes on camera for like $15 a month.
Dude, it sounds like it's a thing for like simps.
It is,
because I don't see any reason for any guy to pay for something you can get for free, unless you're just simping for this girl. Because these are still strangers at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you sent them some messages, yeah, you sent them some money, they've responded to you, but it's still, you don't know them.
But this is all that stuff that you're seeing is part of what all these like spaces and whatnot feed into, right? Because a lot of what they're failing to understand with a lot of these young men, they lack practical experiences. When you lack practical experiences and you're all theory, you don't go outside and you don't try. So what ends up happening is you're much safer online messaging some girl and paying her to do it, because guess what? She's not going to reject you because she's going to take your money anyways. What you guys going to have to start doing is you got to go out there and you got to put yourself in the trenches. But the thing is, people won't do that. People won't do that because people are afraid to do it. And a lot of these people out there are telling them, oh, there's so many rules. This is how you got to act. This is how you got to behave. This is what you got to do. This is how you got to do it. It's like, guy, just be yourself. Be yourself and go out there and fail. Because guess what? When you're out there and you're failing, that's what builds you up.
Learn from failure. That is it. You got to learn from your failures, because if you don't go out there, if you don't fail, you're not going to grow. So I do get it. People are afraid to go out and approach people.
It's a fear thing.
No, I was like that when I was like a kid. When I was younger, I remember I had a crush on this girl when I was in middle school, and I kid you not, I couldn't approach her for the life of me. And who knows? I may have succeeded if I had gone for it, but I didn't.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the thing. And don't let this shit confuse you where you have to be tall, you have to be handsome, you have to be filthy fucking rich, you have to have like a Lambo or something like that. Don't let that fool you. It's your aura. If you feel shitty on the inside, people are going to sense that. You know how you walk around and you're like, oh my God, that person just does not look like they are feeling right. They look sad. You're getting the vibes off the energy they're feeling off the inside, versus you can tell someone who's happy, who's magnetic, who wants to take the world by the balls. You can tell the difference between those two different people. And what's the biggest difference is how they feel on the inside. You project outwards what you are on the inside, and that's the problem.
There's a saying, like, because a lot of people blame people for how they feel. So if you feel sad, you think it's someone else's fault. But the problem is, doesn't matter what, single or in a relationship. If you're miserable single, you're gonna be miserable in a relationship.
There you go.
If you're happy single, you're gonna be happy in a relationship.
But here's the thing. I think that goes two ways though, because and I'll say for guys and for girls, but mainly for girls more so than guys. Sometimes being single has its benefits, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. And I would say more so for females than for males. Males way later than females, earlier in the earlier stage. But in the end, I think we're meant to just figure out how to do relationships right. That's the problem. So when we're sitting here thinking about, oh, I'm happy being single, living my best life, bitch, stop lying. We know you lying right now, capping hard, because that ice cream and wine is sitting at home waiting for your ass, and that dog too that's barking. You got to go feed Fido. Here's the thing, bro. You got to understand it's okay to admit that you're lonely. It's okay to admit that you need a man in your life, but you just have to be understanding that it takes work, or not even just a man or a woman, right? Man and a woman, it takes work to get those things in life, and you have to go and practice.
Hey, Dick, you gonna be that man for them? You gonna be that man?
Hell no, I ain't gonna be that man. Don't be looking at me for that man. I'm gonna tell you right now. This guy is not it. All right, I'm gonna tell you, I got my own problems. My thing is, I'm letting you know that the thing is, and that's the thing, right? We don't have to be perfect people. We don't need to be perfect people, right? Girls aren't perfect, right? They're telling you, trying to build you up. That girls are these mythical things, and that's conditioning for a lot of young men out there, right? Yeah. So when they go in and approach women, they're, oh my god, like I don't know what to say. How to do it? You're overthinking it. It's like, dude, she's a person. She takes a dump in the morning just like you do. It just depends on which hand she decides to wipe it on. All right, you gotta think about people as people, and when you go into a conversation, understanding that person could have been your best friend. That person could have been someone you can have a potential interaction with, and you're going in with like a clear, unadulterated, unfiltered mind. You'll be set. It's not gonna be that hard to have a conversation with a woman or a man. And I think it'd be easier for women to actually start having conversations with most guys out here.
Okay, yeah. So what they say is the move is likely to anger many OnlyFans content creators who rely on the service as a key source of income. Many adult entertainers use OnlyFans to complement their work. They do to complement the work they do for other porn sites. So the people who are making these things are also doing porn for other sites.
Yeah. It's like a crossover.
All right, doing away with the content. Okay, doing away with the content is OnlyFans is best known for could severely impact its revenues. And actually, Duke, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Once OnlyFans gets shut down, what are these content creators gonna do? Because remember, they have other porn sites. Yeah,
that's true. I think they're gonna gravitate heavy into these spaces and try to fuck with that heavy. It's just the pull won't be as much until some other company decides to try to fill that void.
Low key, I can see that being an opening for a company because
dude, there are lots of companies biting at the chumps to do this right now. Because you think about it, what OnlyFans did, especially going into this porn niche, they kind of opened a lot of eyes, because originally it wasn't for that, and I granted that OnlyFans was not for pornography. They wanted to do it for like fans of different celebrities or up and coming artists, right? To help support
they
them.
Allowed
however, exactly.
So they knew what they were doing.
You gotta understand, in a world filled with 80% of guys that can't get laid, of course you're gonna make a lot of broads millionaires. That's how it works. So what ends up happening is they flood into these spaces, and that's how it is. So if we want to talk about what's going to happen, there's what if OnlyFans makes this move and does what they're trying to do, it's going to leave a huge vacuum, kind of like the shit that's going on in Afghanistan right now. Ready for that conversation. But it's going to be a huge fucking power vacuum, and you're going to have a bunch of different elements and companies trying to figure out who wants to be the top boss. It's just that who has the better brand to make it happen.
I'm going to say this. I don't respect people who do OnlyFans for pornography, with pornography.
Okay.
I don't respect that.
Okay.
Because I know people are going to say, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people before, what they say is, well, I'm making income. The people who are paying me are voluntarily paying me for this content, so it's my right to make this content for them. You know, I'm only giving a service, and I get that argument, but the reason I don't respect
I think it's a stupid argument, but I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the reason I don't respect it is because I consider stuff like this in terms of it's honestly in the same tier as loan sharking. Yeah, like being a loan shark. For example, if I'm a loan shark and you need some money, and let's say you're in a huge ass amount of debt, I can give you that money with like 30% interest. That's legal. Yeah, because you are. I mean, I don't know if it's legal, but things you are. You can charge. You're voluntarily coming to me for the money.
Look at these legal loan sharks that charge 300% interest.
Yeah, rates. You're voluntarily coming to me for money, and I am giving you. We're both two consenting adults. But the reason I just can't respect OnlyFans, especially those who use it for pornography, is because I honestly feel they're taking advantage of the innate male desire to procreate. Yeah. Because guys, I don't know what it is. Cause I'm a guy. Because you have that urge sometimes. Especially when you see a really attractive woman. It like kicks in, and you can't even stop that. Yep. And I know some women out there may not understand how that feels. Maybe some do. Who knows? But some of you might not. As guys, when we see, we're kind of designed, we need to spread our seeds, spread our genes and whatever. So when we see a girl who we see as compatible for that, we get that. I don't want to, what's the good word? I don't want to say horny, because that just sounds.
I mean, the horny people are horny. Yeah, especially guys. Not a lot of guys have sex nowadays.
Exactly. So
not like guys aren't as sexually active.
So I think they're taking advantage of this primal desire in men to. They're monetizing a man's primal desire, and that's why I can't respect that.
Everything in this world right now is about sex, except for sex, because sex is about power. All right. And these guys understand that. If you understand that, hey, you got apps like Instagram that, you know, a girl from a small town in Kansas can get flown out to big cities in LA, Miami, New York, and start screwing with all these different guys, ballers and players. You know, that disenfranchises a lot of guys to be able to do stuff and, you know, have that same kind of playing field. However, now for guys who buy into stuff that, you know, that kind of keeps their mentality kind of not motivated to go out and do something with their life and actually go seek more and say, okay, if this is the reality of how things is, I'm gonna accept it and I'm gonna go out there and make myself to be better. A lot of guys don't do that. They say they want to do that, but they don't want to do that because they don't have the it takes work to change realistically, because that means you have to change your core. So the next best thing is you're gonna have a bunch of guys who are gonna be complaining and they'll be pissed off. So what is better than an app that comes out and sees this? Because companies are smarter than we are. They're damn near fucking people on fucking steroids. Okay, here's the thing, and they have super rights too. So what happens with these companies is they see it, they see the trends, and it's like, oh, well, yeah. If guys, that's why when they started from just being for promoting celebrities and mini fans, and they saw that more guys, because it was a little test sliver, right? Yeah, it was like a little test, and it was like, oh shit, a mark has been made. People want to see hot girls,
and people are paying good money for that.
So, and the crazy thing is, they didn't come out and not really outright say, no, this is bad. We're taking a high ground. They saw this shit and they said, let's just pimp out these broads for a second. Let's just see how far this goes.
That's exactly what they did. Straight up pump and dump.
That's what they saw.
Like we're going to use them, make our money, and dump them.
Because what you guys got to understand, especially in the tech world, a lot of these big tech companies, they operate at a loss. They're not making any type of money whatsoever. So when you land as a tech company or a tech startup, right, and you land on something as gold as OnlyFans, where you know you're exploiting, like you said, guys' natural instincts. So you know they're gonna pay for it. But the thing is, you know what you started it to be about in the first place. It wasn't about, you know, the sex at first. It was about the fans. But then you turn a blind eye because you see all these guys and it's generating billions of dollars. Like, what was it? There was like $5 billion was made amongst the top influencers on this shit.
Oh, dude, a lot of money were made.
A lot of money was made on this.
I think they put it up on this thing. Let's see if I can find it. Like, okay, let's see. 130 million users, 2 million content creators, and they have a net revenue just last year of 375 million. Just last year.
That's all simp money. That is all simp money.
They expect
right there, just moving around the economy over there.
They expect to hit 1.2 billion revenues this year, and 2.5 billion by 2022.
I don't know what else to tell you. It just goes to show you that, you know what, this was expected. However, I think there will be something else coming out for it, because realistically, genuinely, I think there's a need for OnlyFans. I really think so, because we just have to accept the fact that there's a generation of guys out there. Let's face it, you motherfuckers aren't going to try. You're not going to try. You're going to say you are, but you're not going to do it. And that's okay. Just be able to accept who you are. And that's fine. All right. And no one's going to be judging you for trying to find another need for this. Just understand that if it doesn't feel right within here with you, that means that something definitely needs to change.
Where are you pointing? Like the heart or the penis? I don't know. You were like, if it doesn't feel right within, I was like, I mean,
your gut.
Oh, okay,
your gut.
In the middle.
All right, your penis comes when you fix whatever is in your gut. All right. Sometimes for most of you guys out there, it might be your literal gut. Right. So you just got to get to the gym.
I don't know. You were right down here. I'm like, I think you were gonna say your heart. I was like, up here. You're like down.
No, you can't listen to your heart sometimes, because your heart will get you in trouble. Your gut is the true kind of like your detector.
I'll say your brain, but you know that's just
me. Your brain could be fueled, because your brain, your eyes, and your ears can be, you know, fucking misled and easily freaking misunderstood. So what you see sometimes isn't what really actually is there. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, honestly, I do think that if you're doing OnlyFans, I do think this is probably a wake-up call, and you probably should find something else. I know
diversify.
I know most people are just gonna go into other forms of porn. If you were doing porn before, you just gotta stick with what you're good at. But honestly, though, hey, you know what? Just do you.
Literally, yeah. Just do what you gotta do. No judgments here. It's just.
Cause I'm done.
Diversify, motherfuckers.